Oh, am I excited? I have just bought 12 switch lights faulty off eBay as a job lot for £330. So I'm going to see how many I could fix, and at the end of every single episode, or whatever you call it, video, at the end of all the videos, I will tell you how much profit I could or I have made of repairing these consoles. I'm starting off with the worst condition one. This is very smashed. I can notice already that there's a bumper button missing there. Obviously it's missing some trigger buttons and whatnot. So this one will need a new reshell, but I'm not worried about the aesthetic side of it at the minute. I will fully fix them or replace the shells when I get to it. So looking in the charge port from here, it looks, I can't quite see, but it looks okay. Let me quickly look under the scope, and I will have a quick look to see if I see anything first before I plug in my ammeter. So I've got the official charger here connected to an ammeter, which tells me if it's drawing anything. What I want to see it to do is turn on, turn off and turn back on. It means it's powering up. So let me have a quick look under the microscope. Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. I mean, the port looks sort of okay. So we're just going to plug it in anyway. So let's see what it does. Ready? Right, it's recognizing it. Typical blue screen of death. So you know what that means. We've done it before. So let's start reballing the CPU. Well, actually, I first got to test it by squeezing down the actual CPU itself. But yeah, let's do that. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if we still get blue screen after applying pressure. Let's have a look. I might use my thumb because that's the best way to do it. All right, I do have to plug it in, but I have to push down really hard. Yep, we've got a charging symbol there, so I think that it's actually going to turn on after applying loads of pressure on the CPU. Hopefully you can see the battery symbol there. Okay, so let's get reballing then. Okay, so I've pulled off the CPU, and we're going to look under the microscope because I can see quite a few pads missing here. So that's not looking good at all. Might not even be repairable, so let's have a look. Alright, you can see under the scope, I think most of these are a no connect, so that's why they've been pulled up easily. So I don't think that's connected, that's not. Again, the only one that is this one here. You see it just there, this one. I think that's the only one that's not a no connect, so that is actually connected. That one I think is not connected. Again, I will quickly compare it with a working one. I mean, a known working one, and we'll see what that's saying, and I'll come back. Alright, I can't test these actual pins, but I'm pretty sure they're either ground or a no connect. So I'm just going to clean up this board here, ready to repair that trace, and then we'll reball the CPU afterwards. So let's speed through this. Oh. Okay, I did not realise there's more damage at the top here as well. Damn it. Yeah, it's all on the CPU as well. You can see the pads there at the top. Oh, let's hopefully they're no connect anyway. Let's just give it a go. Let's give it a go. You never know, it might be. Right, I know this will look a bit of a mess. Zoom in a bit more. It's very hard to do 3 of the bastards, but you can see I will have to clean it up again and try and get rid of these little solder blobs here that's formed. But there's a leg there on the pad, there's a leg here on that pad, and on this one also there's one here as well on this pad. So I think they are make a connection. Let's try and clean it up a little bit more. You can see it better. Oh, you can see it better when I spray isopropyl alcohol on it. If I gently brush it away, you can see that they all got pads on it. This one down here I'm a little bit concerned about, but it's still on there, so it might still make a nice connection on there. It's just got a blob of solder on the end, so I think that should still be fine. I put too much conformal coating on, solder mask, sorry, so it kind of raised it, and I don't want it raising higher because it won't sit properly on the board then, will it? So yeah, let me try and get rid of these little solder blobs. Not solder blobs, but you know, solder on the pads. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, you can see there is a couple of balls that are missing, which is pretty annoying. There is one here is missing, and I think this one here. I know there is one there. There is one there, it just looks shinier than the rest. So out of all that, only one is missing. And there you go, a successful reballed chip. Almost successful, just one ball was missing. Okay, and we're done. Alright, back to the main board. Let's put the CPU back on. Okay, so that's done. Wait for it to cool down, give it a quick clean, and then time to test. I have very low hopes on this one. It's not the best of repairs. Plug it in. 0.49. Nah, nothing on the screen. Damn it. Oh well, this one's a fail. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.